Let's go to thing number one, market build out and sequencing. Tell me about thing number one here.
So this is one that changes. You could think about the 10 things as being applied on a market level if you were trying to prioritize markets across the country, and then you double click each one to the site level. So the 10 things don't change if you're trying to prioritize markets or sites, with the exception of number one. So as we're looking at trying to compare markets to each other, we want to know if one market would allow us to build 10 units and another market allows us to build 2. It's very clear to anyone which market you should prioritize when you say it in those simple terms. On a site level, we want to be able to understand, now that we've chosen this market, is this the right sequencing of this location? The typical influence of any operator or restaurant is their financial partners wanting them to be very profitable early on in a market. And oftentimes that encourages people to pick a cheap real estate, either cheap rent or a second gen space that is a low investment, but oftentimes the right location that captures the mind share of the consumer is not the most affordable place to be. So being very intentional about the sequencing of how to introduce yourself to the consumer in a market is really critical. And if somebody opens in what should be the 3rd or 5th location first, they may never get to the 5th location in that market because the way that they sequenced, confused the consumer about who they are and what they're offering.